So, hello, it is CGB, and I've got another deck here to play. Today we're taking a look at Jeskai Blink, and this is a deck that I'm pretty excited about. This deck is, well, for one thing, the viewers have spoken. They love Blink decks. I've gotten so many comments on YouTube and Twitch saying that they want to see Blink decks. Blink decks on YouTube get a lot of views, like a ridiculous amount of views compared to other builds. So I'm just going to go where the people need me to go and build a Blink deck. However, I'm not a big fan of some of the traditional Blink cards. The Displace, the Long Road Home, I think it's Acrobatic Maneuver is another. I like cards that give me abilities to go off multiple times. So while I'm not opposed to 1 mana as it's a low investment for a card like Essence Flux, when I'm blinking, I want to be blinking with like a Displacer that's still around for the next turn. I want to blink with Saheeli that is still a Planeswalker on the next turn. I want to blink, yes, I'm going to blink with flameshadow Conjuring. Somebody go tell Nighthawk, but it's in there. And otherwise, we're just playing awesome creatures, value, and some removal. So let's go through it. 3 Essence Flux, kind of the core of the deck. We do have, I think, 2 Spell Quellers for the spirit count, but that's not a big part of it. We also have 2 Selfless Spirits, but blinking them isn't going to happen too often either, though you never know. And that just protects our board state, so that if the opponent wants to kill all of our blinkable things, then we can save them, especially with a Displacer. You want this card out there. Veteran Motorist, exactly Elvish Visionary, but you do get 2 Scry too, and that can help you set up your future draws to where you need them to be. Harness Lightning, just a card to keep the energy flowing as we do rely on Aether Hubs a bit, and a removal spell to keep us alive. Declaration in Stone, it will also keep us alive, and that's about the nuts and bolts of that. Eldrazi Displacer, we get our colorless, and then we go blink crazy with the cloudblazers and the reflector mages. It's great. You'll either see it played on turn 3 and just hope they have nothing for it, or maybe we have a selfless spirit, or you'll play it on turn 6 when you can get some blink quality too. And then we have Spell Queller doing spell quellery things. This isn't the best blink target because it basically releases the spell and then you have to target the new spell, but it's not undoable as a blink target. Reflector Mage, our main blink target, because this card is nuts and drives people crazy. And with this deck, I've had games where I like Reflector Maged 12 times. It's gross. Pilgrim's Eye fixes your mana, especially with a need for colorless, as we have some colorless requiring spells. I think you need to run Pilgrim's Eye. This deck needs to hit its land drops. It needs to play its cloudblazers and expensive cards. Saheeli is like a blink card. Doing a copycat for a turn is the blink type effect, plus she hangs out on the battlefield, so the opponent has to worry about her being out there. Spire Patrol, this one's interesting. I don't know if I can do better, but tapping the opponent's creatures down and then using blink effects matters. Also, the 3/2 flying keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent. If you have this and a Pilgrim's Eye and a Cloudblazer out, that's all flying, and it's hard to defend against it without the right answers. Thought-Knot Seer is the card that can help take away those right answers, and a very fun blink target that is a total blast, and one of the reasons for colorless mana. And then we have Flameshadow Conjuring, just a one-of, and I hope Nighthawk's here somewhere because he might really enjoy it. But yes, I have a one-of Flameshadow Conjuring to really go off with this deck. An Archangel Avacyn, don't need to explain why blinking this is good, but there are other things you can do, such as sacrifice your selfless spirit or or find a way to kill another creature, and she flips and wipes the opponent's board, so it's a pseudo-sleeper. Sweeper, not sleeper, sweeper. Cloudblazer, gain 2, draw 2. Yes, we blink this. And Skysoverign, surprisingly great blink target that I don't see in a lot of the blink decks, but you play it, you deal 3 damage to something, you crew it, you attack, you deal 3 damage to something, you blink it, you deal 3 more damage to something after the attack. It is a blinkable card for reals. And Elder freaking Deep Fiend. This is not necessarily a blinkable card, but it is a big surprise tap down. The emerge can trigger Archangel Avacyn, and there are lots of things like Pilgrim's Eyes, Reflector Mages, and Spire Patrols to cast this off of to kind of just shock the opponent and then kill them out of nowhere when they think everything's fine. So lands, 2, 2, 2 of the basics, 1 of the wastes. No man lands. I really need my cards to enter the battlefield untapped, and I was having trouble fitting all the lands I needed in here. Prairie Stream, 2 Westvale Abbey. This deck wins with Westvale Abbey a lot. You end up sacrificing a lot of the stuff on the board because it is a deck with 25 creatures. A lot of times Westvale Abbey just comes out and finishes. And then we have Clifftop Retreat, Sulfur Falls, Glacial Thingies, Aether Hub, and Evolving Wilds. And I will tell you straight up, because I've got a question in the chat already. Somebody wants me to run Subjugator Angel. This is better. I watched the Subjugator Angel in, I think it was Super Ladman's video, which was totally fun, and I'm glad he made it. But in every case, I was like, an Elder Deep Fiend would do just fine. So that's where I live on that one. I would always like the Elder Deep Fiend. I know that it's not the Blink synergy, but I think you only need to do it once. I really do. Now, if at some point I get to a situation where, oh, if only I had the Angel, I could copy it like a bajillion times, then I'll reconsider. But every time so far, I've been thrilled with Deep Fiend. Haven't wished it was anything else. Let's go play, and hopefully you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright, I'm going to tell you, I got to pick at my teeth. This is awkward. I've got the face cam on, and I need to pick at my teeth. This is so gross. I feel so exposed. Hold. That's better. That's better. I've got to get used to this camera being on me. Lollipopsy, come and get some. We are on the play. That is nice if we have enough lands. We do have enough lands. Cloudblazer and Saheeli Rise. So yeah, we got to. Yeah, we roll with that. Hey, we got a keepable first hand. We've had a few, but man, it's felt funky today. Right Justice is watching loading ready run stuff today. I might be a subscriber, but I haven't watched much of their things. I'm not they seem to do a lot with limited, and I get their wrestling podcast, but I'm not as into them, I guess, as I could be. Maybe I need to pay more attention. But they seem to play a lot of limited stuff, and I have a very limited tolerance for limited, but I like playing limited. I can't watch limited. It's really hard for me to sit still and watch a limited game of Magic. And let's see. There we go. So our opponent had to be muted because the Xbox lately has done a weird thing where even if I put myself in private party, I can still hear, my opponents can still hear me. So I have to keep remembering to do that. If somebody knows a setting that I can just set so that my opponents never hear me talk, please tell me. Because I really hate that about the Xbox. Like, when I first got my Xbox One, I pretty much disconnected my Kinect and threw away my headset for a while. And I didn't even stream with my microphone because I just hated that they were listening to me all the time. Okay, I don't really want to reflector mage that, do I? I'd rather play Saheeli on empty board and start making sure I hit land drops, so I'm going to make this play. Because I might need the mana, the energy for this Aether Hub. I don't really want to Reflector Mage that. I want to Reflector Mage other things in the future. I want to Reflector Mage bigger things. And I want Saheeli to just hang out and make sure I draw the lands I need. So, show me a land, please. I mean, it's a land. Yeah, it's good enough. That'll do. That'll do, pup. That'll do. Or, what is it? That'll do. That'll do something. My pop culture reference ability is failing me. I'm aging before your eyes. and we've got a Relic Seeker. Now that is about the same, honestly, except we got more energy, but we'll probably Reflector Mage that. That'll do, pig, that'll do. Thank you. Let's hit another land, please. That is another land. Everything's so good. Yep. And now we can hold up the flux. Life is beautiful. To your hand. Let's see how long our opponent wants to play against repeated Reflector Mages. Probably not long. The deck, if it's just allowed to do its thing, can sometimes have like the most miserable board state to play against within just a few turns. Plus next turn we have Cloudblazer, copy Cloudblazer. Oh, we don't have Panharmonicon, but we have that. And that was the other, that was the theory behind Flameshadow Conjuring, is like, if I had Panharmonicon, it would be in there. But we don't. So we can't. And we won't. But we have Flameshadow Conjuring. Let's see, these poor Xbox level 1s. Oh, I hear ya. I hear ya. I can't help it. The seals, like, I have to crush what is in my path. In paper Magic, it's the same. I've gone to Grand Prix, and the person who sits down from me is like 9 years old, and it's their first Grand Prix, and their dad is watching them but being quiet because he's a good dad, and they're having trouble just reading the cards and figuring out what to do, and I'm like, sorry, now you must die. And then, of course, they crush me. They just god draw me while I get mana screwed. So the seals, as bad as you might feel for the seals right now, they do club back. They do club back. It only takes a bad hand. All it takes is a bad hand. Now my opponent's just running the timer. Okay, so they're just torturing me. That's what I get, I guess. I'm not gonna bounce it. That's not good enough. I don't think. I think I can save my flux for something else. So, Cloudblazer, give me the cards. Whoosh. Copy, Saheeli. Give me more cards. We may not have the infinite Saheeli combo, but we got this. We can draw 4 cards and gain 4 life on our turn. How neat is that? That's pretty neat. Now our opponent's going to go think about their turn for a while and what they can do with their starter box. With their, well, they can replay that Relic Seeker, we know that. And Nimbus Wings. No. Maybe. Nimbus Wing. No. Maybe. Nimbus. No. Nimbus Wings. No. No. Well, I don't feel too bad for him now. Do you guys still feel bad for our rank 1 opponent here? You still feel bad for him? Obviously, I'm being punked. Obviously, he's just having a good time with me for whatever reason. I hope it's a good time for him. I could care less. I'd be mad. I mean, I'm a rank 40. He's a rank 1. He probably didn't anticipate this, and now here he is getting Reflector Saheeli'd as if this was standard without bans. It's nasty. Oh, yeah. Jeez. What to do, right? Yeah. I mean, there's a number of ways to deal with this. Here, have a Reflector Mage. And have a Reflector Mage. You like blinks? I got blinks for you. I got blinks for days. And blazing. Get that cloudblazing action. Okie dokie. I guess we don't have another place, so we'll get our land. Looks like another mountain would be fine. Turn them sideways. Our opponent's stuck on 2 lands. They're getting double reflector mage and double cloud blazed every turn. Not good. Not the kind of situation you want to sign up for. Oh, he can't play anything. He's got simplified targeting on. So now he has to skip his turn. Oh god. If he didn't have simplified targeting on, he'd be able to have his Nimbus Wings target like one of our creatures, and he could sit there doing his Nimbus Wings thing and make it the turn last forever. But not today, sir. Not today. Now, can we kill him next turn? I don't think we can. So he will get another turn of doing whatever the heck he wants. Whatever goofball material. Oh no. No, he discarded the Puma. Oh no. Oh no. Oh Lord Almighty. I'm having too much fun now. Yeah. It's too good. Let's just put that away. That's too good for this. Let's get you out there. And he's left the game. He had enough. Okay. Yes! We did it! I don't know how, but we did it. Obviously, I'm being sarcastic and trying to have a good time with this. I hope you are as well. Puma. The poor Puma. We weren't seal clubbing, we were Puma clubbing. We were sable clubbing. Wait, did he have a sable? Yeah, he did have a sable. I harnessed lightninged it. Sable clubbed. See if we can get another. See if we can get an opponent. This one knows how to choose an avatar in a background. That's a good sign. Reminds me of Mackie79. Doesn't he usually use this guy? I would love to play him. It's been a long time since I played Mackie. I know I've run into him once or twice, but it's not very often. Small kitty and big kitty. Oh, Holiday Ming! We've played against him before. I've played against him many times. He's got his own style, but he definitely has cards. Like, I don't know if he has the full collection, but he has cards. Alright, so we'll keep there. We need a colorless source, but the Pilgrim's Eye can fetch it. The Evolving Wilds can go get a mountain, and then everything enters untapped. Maybe that's what I want. Since we drew the plains, I think that's what I want. Just make all our lands nice and smooth. What is the best deck to earn a lot of coins? What do you guys think? Chat, tell what the best deck is to earn a lot of coins. I'd like to say vehicles. That's where I'd go. But Thopters is probably one of the easier ones to get. Doesn't use many rares. I guess we've got the red. We could play the white, or we could just start getting these lands in. Get the blue source down. Alright, there we go. Lots of good recommendations on the fastest decks to grind gold with there in the chat, so keep them coming, guys. That's really helpful. It's Thopters, red-white vehicles, vampires, red deck wins. Yep. So we'll take that out before he gets to attack, so that his Thopter is summoning sick. Saves us the damage. Just one of those little things, right? Now we'll go get our wastes, as well as provide a blocker, so that we can Thought Knot next turn. Green-red energy is another recommendation. I like it, I like it. Keep it coming. Pia in the house. See if he wants to attack me. If he does, I'd trade. Nope, he will not. Interesting. It feels like he'd have to trade with this at some point, so you may as well do it now. So we drew an interesting card because we could likely use this next turn and then get into a Thought Knot with Flux open, but I think it's a lot better just to Thought Knot and then Skysoverign. So I think we'll just stay on curve because we've got a lot of power. We got a friendly message. Hey CGB, this is from MMDOCRU. I'm not sure how to say it. I'm Dakru. Just added your channel to my hosting stream list. Oh, thank you. That's really cool. More people should watch Magic Duels. Good luck. I appreciate that, and thank you very much. Adding me to your hosted streams list means that your viewers can watch me when they're not watching you. It's what I did for SCG over the weekend. It was a lot of fun, a big success. And I'm pretty much going to keep this simple and take the card that kills my Thought Knot straight up. So his other cards are going to have a harder time with that. We see he's short on lands. We knew that already. But he has another Pia Nalar. He has Twin Bolt, and he has Hungry Flame. So he has a lot of damage. A lot of damage. And he drew the land, so here comes the Fleet Wheel. Not cool, bro. Not cool. That's a problem. In fact, I probably want to play Skyship next turn and let the Fleet Wheel run into the Skyship. That's a chunk of damage, though. Okay. See what we can do. Abbey. Interesting. We're definitely going here as fast as we can. And what do I want to take out? If I take this out, he just has another one. But it does directly crew the ship, so it makes him play the other one. I guess if he's spending 3 mana on that, he's not spending it on the burn spells. So I will take that out. He's got a lot of burn, so we want to avoid taking damage if we can. Okay, he goes with the engineer. What do you guys think? Should we block with the Skyship? I'm kind of... I think I just want to block with the Thought Knot Seer. I really do. I think the Skyship can eat him alive. So I'm going to make this play. This could be a mistake. But I don't think the Thought Knot's going to last that long anyway. If he gets to 5 mana, he can Hungry Flames and Twin Bolt it. But if I have Skysoverign, I think I can eat up his board very quickly. So that's one of those tough calls. So we'll play Displacer. He's going to kill this, I'm sure. But we're going to light him up with it first. Light him up, light him up, light him up, we're on fire! Blocks? Oh, there is a block. Okay. So, I could blink the Skyship and kill another Thopter, but I can also just blink a Thopter. So I'm just going to leave the mana up. It also gives me options here. Okay, he wants to play that card. He still has Twin Bolt. Twin Bolt won't kill the Displacer. Hungry Flames will kill the Spell Queller. And then he'll just get to cast it again anyway, but it won't be this turn. And you know he'd like to Hungry Flames this. I think we just Spell Quell this. If he removes it, that's fine. We just force him to not target the Displacer. And the pass, okay. Well, we know he has a twin bolt. He's not fooling nobody. Well, let's keep it kind of simple. Blink you. So no blocks. Puts him on a tight clock and keeps him from combining his twin bolt with the Thopter to kill a spell queller. Instant rage quit if it were me. Yeah, we got to be in that territory. He's getting owned pretty hard by the flagship, and I'm liking more and more the decision to trade the Thought Not Seer and keep the flagship. I think that was right. And 6 mana does. We know he has Hungry Flames. We know he has Twin Bolt. Here's that Hungry Flames at last. You gotta target... You probably should target the Displacer. I might let you have the Pia Kirin otherwise. Yeah, it's a tough... You gotta think it out. Okay, here we go. Target. Okay, so I thought that might be it. So if he's gonna play that, we're gonna go ahead and save it and make him have another. And it looks like he did not have another Hungry Flames. Cloudblazer's perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 6 is 11. So we can go like this. Okay, open up the blinking, should we need it for something. Power up with you guys. And bring the 11 points of damage. Twin bolt proof, so it'll have to have something else. And it doesn't look like it's there. Jeskai Blink on the move. Blinking ain't easy, but it necessary. Actually, both those games have been very smooth curves, close to what I'd call easy. That game only had a couple moments where it was like, something bad could happen. Our opponent had a lot of burn spells and plenty of Thopters, but Thought Not and Skyship particularly just went right over the top. And we've got an opponent on the hook. Got some very cool pirate-like jewelry on. He's chilling in a forest. He's got something on his back. Who knows what that is? His tattoos are very either like Empire from Star Wars or some kind of mechanical thing going on. You can tell he's confident. He's proud of how he looks. So... Hello, opponent. I am Covert Go Blue. I stream on Twitch. I'm streaming right now. I'm going to mute you now. Have a nice game. We can try this. It's a very interesting hand, but has in a way all the things we need. If the motorist finds us even one more land, Pilgrim's Eye can fix our mana, so I'm going to keep. Opponent went to 5. That's not good for them. Not good for the game, but it does happen. We've been there. And if the god of magic has, well, never mind. I was going to say, if we scry into like no lands, this could become a very scary game, but right off the top, as if it were designed that way. And I think I'll just take another land, then I can use Pilgrim's Eye to get blue. Aether Hub will produce colorless, and it's a reflector mage, which is awesome. So, yep, we'll just go with... Oh, if I'm casting Pilgrim's Eye next turn, I don't get one of these. So I need to cast something else next turn. So I'll take... I guess I'll take you and leave you, because maybe I'll decide I don't need the mage. I definitely want the land. So don't forget, when you shuffle your deck, your scries are invalidated, and our opponent misses a land drop. Boo! I'm sorry, opponent. That is not good. That is not good. So I guess I don't need that reflector mage. So we'll shuffle that away. But I definitely wanted the land. Hitting land drops with this deck is... yeah, I say it with plenty of decks, but definitely with a deck like this. It is very important. You need to be doing your big awesome turn 5 and big awesome turn 6s where you do multiple things. And a neglected heirloom. Maybe some kind of a werewolf deck from our foe. But it doesn't look like it's ever going to get to pick up steam with the one land draw, which is regrettable. I don't like winning this way, no matter what people might think. And down comes Conjuring. I certainly don't need the gold. I would love kind of more information about solving the metagame puzzle, and I'd like to entertain you, so... Kind of stinks, mana screw games, but what can you do? You just have to play your game, turn your card sideways, and not activate triggers that you don't have to activate is good form in these situations. And our opponent is still passing. Very sad. Alright, well, now at least I'll get to show you some of the tricks the deck has up his sleeve, like Thought Knot with Flameshadow Conjuring. And maybe this will help him find a land, really. So it's a werewolf type deck. We're going to take away Smuggler's Copter. We're also going to take away, I guess, this Captain in case the card he draws is a forest. And turn him sideways. Doesn't the scry pop-up say select cards to put on top of your library? Yes, it does, but when you do an effect that shuffles your library, like Pilgrim's Eye, you no longer have that card on top of your library. You have to picture it like a physical deck. If you picked it up, if you put a card back on top and then played something that found a card and then shuffled it, you wouldn't have that card where you wanted it anymore. So he's got his wolf. But we can make another selfless spirit, and that will be enough. The chump will not save him. Yes, and I believe that's how it came out. I believe it. I mean, it came out the way it came out. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of debate about this. I just know that whatever I do works with the scrying. I don't know. I don't try to overthink it from that. When I go 1-2, I draw the card that I picked as 1. That's what I draw. I don't draw number 2. I draw number 1. Yep. But people keep debating this. I just know how it works for me. Now, in paper, I just physically put them back the way I want them. Oh, hello, avacyn. Avacyn on fire. This girl is on fire! Yeah, I'm intimidated. I'm already tilting. This is terrifying. What is gonna happen? So, yeah, hello opponent. I'm Covert Go Blue. I stream on Twitch. I'm streaming right now. I'm going to mute you now, but I want to say nice avatar and have a nice game. And we can keep this. This is great. And we're sacking Evolving Wilds. We got Kitten Sleeves. We've got Avacyn as And it's going to be curious to see if he's got a deck with a bunch of Kaladesh cards, or if he just went down for the avatars and the sleeves. That can be a chunk of gold, you know. Let's go get the white mana. Set this up. We're in a little bit of flood territory. We gotta watch it. Gotta watch it, deck. I don't want no floods today. Had enough. Alright, black-red over there. So you guys think that he can still hear me? I thought it didn't work that way. I thought that it was now he can't hear me, I can't hear him. Whatever. Maybe you can hear me. If you can hear me, say something. Ravenous Gremlin, is it a sign? Well, that card could be a headache. More land. Boo. Seems Mardu control-y. Maybe I can wait another turn without playing this Reflector Mage. The Gremlin doesn't scare me. And it might mess up his, like, 5-drop if he's going to play a 5-drop if I Reflector Mage next turn and then follow into Sky Sovereign. I don't know. You just kind of just disrupt when and how he can use his mana. Even if it's just one, it can do it. Okay. So, some kind of a Revolt deck? Yeah, that's a better target, I guess, for the Mage, as it's a 2-mana card instead of a 1-mana card. And a lightning. Again, if anybody knows a way in Xbox to just turn off the mic conversation between your other player that's on by default, and I can't find a way to turn off, please do let me know. Alright, we'll go this route. And hopefully he taps mana to cast something so I can drop the Skyship, but if not, we still have Avacyn. She'll be ready to roll. And it's a Fleshbag Marauder. Okay. Pretty old school. But that'll do. I can kill the Gremlin now. Hopefully he doesn't have another. That would be a sad, that would be sad. I would not enjoy that. I would not enjoy another Gremlin. Curious little build from our opponent so far. They've got the sleeves, they've got the avatar, and they have an interesting mix of creatures, of like value dorks, I'd say. But I mean, is that clubbing a seal? Dropping a Skyship on a Gremlin? You do what you gotta do, right? Because if we had Reflector Mage that and it was in his hand, we couldn't play the Skyship or he'd just kill it. We have to hope he doesn't have another. That is common, I think. You can play a 4 of this little guy. And he can, for just 3 mana at instant speed if you have it, eat a Sky Sovereign. Look, you can just poke a hole right in a Sky Sovereign. Boom. Now your boat's down. How do you like dem apples? Let's see what our opponent wants to do this turn. So far the answer is nah, nothing. We've drawn a very like Jeskai control type hand, but that's not really what our deck is. We are usually a blink deck. It's just a very weird mix of all our control-y elements, and I'm not going to just spike Avacyn to crew an attack into what could be Blessed Alliance mana. Hello, chat. Halion, Mega Beast, dropping in. Alright, end step we'll make him have something. Do this. Press the menu button, go to your controller, or say Xbox, go to settings, select connect, uncheck use connect microphone for chat. I did that. I have that unchecked. I do have that unchecked. Alright, send in... This could be a mistake. He could have Blessed Alliance, but I can't sit here doing nothing. My hand's super reactive. And no, this is not a Jeskai control deck. It's if you scroll down, Beast, if you're on a browser, you can check out the list. It is a Blink deck, and we are drawing all the removal. We're drawing all the control elements today. And another flesh bag, perhaps? What do you do? He doesn't have Revolt. Okay, let's see if he finds Revolt. Nope. We have to keep that in mind. If he's a Revolt deck, giving him a clue is a bad idea, and killing things on his turn is a bad idea. We gotta make sure that's on our turn or when they have open mana. So, I can't have a Fatal Push or anything. So, let's just get one of those off the table. The Skyship will clean up the other one. And there's a Cloudblazer. Now we look like a Blink deck. Let's go ahead and play it. Maybe we'll draw a veteran motorist to crew. And we'll leave up the white and red mana for it. Hello, hello. Yeah. Somebody called me GCB. Yo, what up? I'm GCB, yo. I can't promise I won't do that again. And let's attack and kill that thing. So opponent is probably just trying out all of the... As long as you're in your own party, as they put it, your opponents don't hear you. Right, and I've been doing that, but I keep getting kicked out of my own party. Like, it shuts itself down. It shuts itself down and it doesn't work. So that's the problem I've been having, and that's been going on since the update. That's like the new bug, is it just kicks me out of a party for some reason. I don't know why. Alright, down comes that. Just a 2/2 if he doesn't have Revolt. My opponent is playing a Revolt deck, but doesn't seem to be able to get Revolt, which is... It is a tragedy of such mechanics. Perhaps if they hadn't... So, they've got some interesting ideas. Like, they had this Gremlin, I shot it down when they didn't have the mana. They have Fleshbag Marauder, they cast it early. They have Evolving Wilds, they cracked it on turn 1. So... Just not working out the way my opponent would want their Revolt deck to. And they're in the tank, but I'm killing all their stuff on my turn, and none of their stuff is instant speed. It's an Xbox thing, not a Duels thing. Yeah. I'm getting a message. I'll see what that says after the game. When I go read the messages, I can't hear it. Okay, and he concedes. Alright, I'm out. We'll see if he can hear me. Maybe he sent me a message saying I could hear you the whole time, and that's really going to screw up my style. But that is 3 games with a Jeskai Blink. We pretty much got to do our thing. Didn't play games that were too intense, but that's going to do it for the Jeskai Blink. My break is going to be brief. I will return with another deck, so I will see you in a few.